Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakakwadash, the bonus to GMS that told me this truth. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Unless Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So this is the new product released by Meta. This is the 18th of September 2025. This is the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses. So let's just take a listen to how you control the device.
You can still use the touchpad on the arms, and there is still a capture button to quickly take photos and videos, just like on the normal Ray-Ban Metas. But it's this new neural band that's designed to be the primary controller for the display glasses, and it's really freaking good. So you wear it on your wrist. It's kind of like a watch. It's comfy, it's light, but it's not a watch. It's actually measuring the electrical impulses from the muscles in your wrist, so that you can use hand gestures to control the thing. I guess they kind of had to create something like this, because no one's going to want to carry around a controller for an everyday use kind of product. The thing I was so surprised by when using this is both how mindless those gestures started to feel about an hour in. I'd say once I got used to it, it was 97% of the time doing exactly what I wanted it to without me even really needing to think about it. But equally, how in the entire time I was wearing the thing, I hadn't once accidentally triggered something I didn't want to. Those are two very difficult things to try and achieve at the same time. Because if you think about it, the more natural that you make something feel, the more likely it is that you're going to do that thing naturally and then confuse your old neural band. Now, this obviously doesn't have the insane eye-tracking element of the Apple Vision Pro, but the way that the hand controls work does remind me a lot of it. You'll double tap like this to turn the screen on, because it does go off after 20 seconds of inactivity. There's lots of pinching, kind of like this. You can navigate using like an imaginary joystick, basically sliding over your fist, and you can adjust volume by grabbing and then rotating, and you can do that in any menu. And the big upside compared to the Vision Pro is because this isn't relying on cameras to see those gestures, you can do them anywhere. And that leaves us with the final piece of the puzzle, the smartphone and the software. So Meta isn't exactly making it a secret that they think this is the type of device that will replace the phone someday, but that day is not today. As of right now, I would say about 50% of the things the glasses can do are in some way reliant on your phone. So what does it do? When you turn it on, the first thing you see is the home screen. It shows you upcoming events, notifications, shows you the time. So after 30 minutes or so, I started to realize that I didn't need to do this anymore. And it's from there that you swipe to the side and you can see all your apps. And you kind of realize that it's not a super slick UI. Like, it doesn't feel cheap, but it's also not a 60 frame per second, super well animated smartphone quality interface. But also more importantly, that there isn't an app store. This is a new type of product, so the app selection is tiny. All topped off with the fact that pretty much everything that you can do on this is like the Meta version of that thing. So when you use navigation, it's Meta's Maps, not Google. For anything AI, it's Meta AI, not ChatGPT. That said, pretty much everything that I tried on these glasses did feel surprisingly non-gimmicky, and
So you can see how they can make something like new technology a trend. You can see how that the technology that they've created is becoming more integrated into the human itself. And obviously this is the first iteration of that product. You could see how they could simply implement some of these things into the human body, so you don't have to wear the so-called glasses or wear the neural wristband. But ultimately it's all bringing us closer to Revelation 13 and 16. So let me just quickly grab that, which is the mark of the beast. So Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, to rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you're going to need that mark of the beast to transact in this world. And with all these technology, so-called innovations and steps forward, we in that time.